Have you ever wondered why some people speak English so smoothly, so confidently, as if the words simply flow out of them like a river, while others freeze, hesitate, and feel their heart racing the moment they have to say a single sentence? The difference is not talent, it is not luck. And it is definitely not some secret gift that only a few people are born with. The real difference is habit, and more specifically, the habit of how you start your day. Good morning, and welcome to a fresh new chapter of your life, because today, you are going to discover one of the most powerful truths about learning English, that your mornings hold the key to your fluency. Most people believe that English improves only through expensive courses, thick grammar books, or strict teachers, but the honest truth is that English improves the most through small, consistent daily actions, and there is no better time for those actions than the early hours of your morning. Think about it for a moment. In the morning, your mind is fresh, clean, and free from the stress, noise, and distractions that fill the rest of your day. Your brain is like a blank page, ready to absorb, ready to learn, ready to grow. Whatever you feed your mind in these first golden minutes will shape the way you think, speak, and feel for the rest of the day. So if you fill your morning with English, you are not just learning a language, you are programming your brain for success. This is why we say boost your English every morning, because mornings are where transformation begins. Now, let me ask you something important. What if you decided, starting today, that every single morning you would give just 15 to 20 minutes to your English? Not 2 hours, not 3 hours, just a small, focused, intentional window of time. Do you realize how much that would add up to over a month? Over 6 months? Over a year? 15 minutes a day becomes more than 90 hours of practice in a single year, and 90 hours of consistent English practice can completely change the way you speak. But here is the beautiful part. It does not feel like hard work because you are doing it in small pieces, like watering a plant every day instead of trying to flood it all at once. And just like a plant grows slowly but surely, your English will grow stronger, deeper, and more natural with each passing morning. So let us talk about how you can actually do this, step by step, in a way that is simple, enjoyable, and powerful. The very first thing you should do when you wake up is speak. Yes, before you check your phone, before you open social media, before the world rushes into your mind, take a deep breath and say one sentence out loud in English. Say, "Today, I will improve my English, and I will speak with confidence." It may feel small, even silly at first, but this single action switches on the English part of your brain. It tells your mind that English is not just a subject to study, but a language to live. And that mental shift is the foundation of everything. When you speak English first thing in the morning, you stop treating it like a stranger and start treating it like a friend. The next step is to fill your ears with English. Listening is one of the most underrated skills in language learning, yet it is one of the most important. Babies learn to speak by listening for months and months before they say their first word. In the same way, your speaking improves when your listening improves. So in the morning, listen to a short podcast, an English song, a motivational video, or a simple conversation. You do not need to understand every single word. Just let the sounds, the rhythm, the music of the language flow into your ears. Over time, your brain begins to recognize patterns, your pronunciation starts to improve naturally, and you begin to understand spoken English much more easily. A powerful technique you can add here is called shadowing, where you listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it, trying to copy the speed, the tone, and the emotion of the speaker. This trains your mouth and your ears together, and it is one of the fastest ways to sound natural and fluent. After listening, give some attention to reading. Read something short but meaningful, like a quote, a paragraph, a short story, or even a few lines from a famous speech. First read it silently, then read it aloud. When you read aloud, magic happens, because you are using your eyes, your mouth, and your ears all at once. And this triple action burns the words deep into your memory. If you find a sentence you really like, do not just read it and move on. Repeat it 3 times, feel it, taste it, and then try to make your own sentence using the same pattern. For example, if you read, "Success comes from discipline," you can create your own version. "Confidence comes from practice," or "Fluency comes from consistency." This is how you stop just memorizing English and start building with it. Like an architect building a house brick by brick. Now, let me share something with you that very few people will tell you honestly. Your biggest enemy in learning English is not grammar, it is not vocabulary, and it is not your accent. Your biggest enemy is fear. The fear of making mistakes, the fear of sounding silly, the fear of being judged. This fear keeps millions of people silent, sitting on the sidelines, watching others speak while they stay quiet. But here is the truth that will set you free. Mistakes are not the opposite of learning. They are the path to learning. Every fluent speaker you admire today was once a beginner who made hundreds, even thousands of mistakes. The difference is that they kept going, they kept speaking, they kept trying. So in your morning routine, make room for courage. Speak even when your grammar is not perfect. Speak even when you have to pause and search for words. Speak even when your voice trembles a little. Because every single time you do, you are breaking the wall between what you know and what you can express. And that wall is the only thing standing between you and fluency. Another beautiful morning habit is keeping a small English journal. Take just a few minutes to write 5 or 6 lines about your feelings, your plans, or your goals for the day. For example, you might write, "I woke up early today and I feel motivated. I want to become a fluent English speaker. I will practice for 15 minutes every morning. I believe in myself and I know I can do this." These simple lines are far more powerful than they seem because they are not just writing practice, they are identity practice. You are teaching your brain to think directly in English instead of translating from your native language. And this is one of the biggest breakthroughs in your entire journey because translation is slow and exhausting, but thinking directly in English is freedom, speed, and confidence. To keep your practice fresh and exciting, you can choose a different theme for each morning of the week. On Monday, talk about your daily routine. On Tuesday, talk about your dreams and goals. On Wednesday, describe food and cooking. On Thursday, talk about your work or your studies. On Friday, share a memory from your past. On Saturday, imagine your future. And on Sunday, review everything you learned during the week. This simple system keeps your brain engaged, gives you clear direction, and makes sure you are practicing different kinds of vocabulary and expressions. Remember, 15 focused minutes with a clear theme is far more powerful than 2 random hours with no plan. The brain loves rhythm, structure, and repetition, which is exactly why athletes train daily, musicians practice their scales, and great speakers rehearse their words. English is no different. It rewards the person who shows up every day with quiet, steady effort. Now, I want you to understand something deeply because this will keep you going on the hard days. Improvement in language is often invisible at the beginning. You might practice for 1 week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks and feel like nothing is changing. You might feel frustrated and think, maybe this isn't working for me. But please do not quit. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For many days, you see nothing on the surface, but underneath the soil, the roots are growing, spreading, and getting stronger. Then one day, suddenly, a green shoot breaks through the earth. Your English is exactly like that seed. Even when you cannot see the progress, your brain is forming new connections, storing new words, and building new pathways. And then one day, it happens. One day, you remember a word faster than before. One day, you understand a video without needing subtitles. One day, someone speaks to you in English, and you reply without panic, without fear, without that familiar wave of nervousness. That is not magic, my friend. That is the result of all those mornings you did not waste, all those small efforts that quietly added up into something powerful. So whenever you feel lazy or unmotivated, ask yourself one simple but life-changing question. Where will my English be 6 months from now if I keep skipping practice? And then ask the opposite. Where will my English be in 6 months if I give it just 15 minutes every single morning? Sit with those 2 questions because the answer reveals the truth that your future is being built by your daily choices, one morning at a time. Better English is not just about passing exams or impressing people. Better English can open doors you cannot even imagine right now. It can help you in job interviews, in business meetings, in presentations, in travel, in making new friends, and in expressing your deepest thoughts to the world. It can give you access to knowledge, opportunities, and connections that were once locked away, but those doors do not open for the person who waits for the perfect moment or the perfect mood. They open for the person who shows up daily, who practices consistently, who believes in the power of small steps. And that person can be you starting this very morning. So let me leave you with a simple but powerful routine you can follow every single day. Wake up, drink a glass of water, take a deep breath, and speak one positive sentence in English. Then listen to 2 or 3 minutes of spoken English. Read one short paragraph aloud. Repeat 5 useful sentences until they feel natural. Write a few lines in your English journal. And finally, speak for 2 minutes about anything, your day, your plans, your feelings, just to get your mouth moving in English. In less than 20 minutes, you will have practiced speaking, listening, reading, writing, pronunciation, vocabulary, and confidence, all in one short, powerful session. Do this for 30 mornings, and you will feel a real shift inside you. Do this for 90 mornings, and the people around you will start to notice the change. Do this for 1 full year, and you will not even recognize the nervous, hesitant person you used to be, because you will have become someone who speaks English with ease, with clarity, and with genuine confidence. And if one day you miss your practice, please do not punish yourself with guilt or give up completely. Progress does not require perfection, it requires return. Just come back the next morning and continue. Every strong learner has weak days, every confident speaker was once terribly nervous, and every fluent person was once a struggling beginner. So never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Focus only on your next morning, your next sentence, your next small step forward, because that is all you ever need to keep growing. And above all, enjoy this journey. Learn words that excite you, read about topics you truly care about, speak about your real life, your real dreams, and your real opinions. Because when emotion is involved, learning becomes faster and memory becomes stronger. Smile when you practice, be curious, be playful, try new expressions you hear in movies and songs, and celebrate every small victory along the way. Whether it is understanding a new phrase, pronouncing a difficult word correctly, or speaking just a little longer than you did yesterday. These small wins are not small at all. They are proof that you are moving forward, and forward is the only direction that matters. So, as this beautiful morning begins, I want you to make a decision, not a dramatic promise that you will forget by tomorrow, but a simple, honest commitment that you can actually keep. Every single morning, I will give some time to my English, no matter how busy I am, no matter how I feel. That one decision has the power to transform your communication, your confidence, and your entire future. You do not need to be perfect, you do not need expensive tools, and you do not need to know everything today. You only need to start this morning and then continue tomorrow and the morning after that. Let your mornings become the quiet workshop where your fear grows weaker and your fluency grows stronger. Let them become the sacred space where your voice is built word by word, day by day. Because one day, perhaps sooner than you think, you will speak English with confidence, with clarity, and with joy. And you will look back and realize that it did not happen overnight. It did not happen by accident, and it did not happen through some lucky shortcut. It happened morning by morning, sentence by sentence, choice by choice, through the quiet power of showing up every single day. So rise with purpose, speak with courage, practice with patience, and trust the process completely, because your English can improve, your confidence can grow, your voice can become powerful, and your dreams can become reality. And remember, it all begins right here, right now, with this one beautiful morning that you will never get back, so use it well and let it be the morning that changes everything.